Hey guys, this is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Bandai Models, and today I am going to build this guy. 144 scale, high grade, Gardonova brown from the 30-minute mission and model kits that Bandai has been producing recently. This is the new kit that came out this year. It came out at the same time the RevenNova came out, and I guess there are two new mechs, or what I call the chunky mechs that we see here. The first one that I built, the RevenNova, felt like more of a Dom-like mech. But this one is like a cross between, I think, the GOG and the GOG. I can't think of anything else. I mean, it has certain parts that are reminiscent to the RevenNova, but it has a smaller legs, large arms, big thrusters on the shoulders, a little bit more armor, and I like the head assembly. Pretty neat. The head actually reminds me something out of War of the Worlds, the Steven Spielberg movie. But yeah, I was impressed with its overall design and look, and I said, yes, we need a little bit more robust mechs out there. Granted, Alto, Selenova, those guys are good, right about good, but this one looks really nice, as well as the other kit. And I got this, of course, at my favorite place, at Gundam Planet, that has now opened its doors to the public. Hopefully you guys get a chance to go to that store and get get a few things. Gundam Planet is open online. It's always been open online, even during COVID, but now it is open to the public. So head on over and see if you get your hands on one of these guys, because they look really nice, especially if you want to customize it or do whatever you want to do with it. Besides this, I also bought another add-on kit for this, and even though it doesn't look like it needs it, I said let me get it anyway and may add on to it. And that is the Option Parts Set 8 Multi Backpack. This one comes with this long weapon rifle. It comes with plating that can act as, I guess, mines. You get a suitcase. Obviously mech's got to go do business. I love the missiles, and you get this backpack reminiscent to that of the ground type Gundam from 8th MS Team. And there's also a thruster pack for this. So let's see how we can incorporate this to this kit. So for now, let's review this nice little desert type mech. I don't know if they're going to be re-releasing new versions of this in different color tones. Like I mentioned before, I feel like I'm looking at a GOG version. So if they made it as an aquatic, maybe that'd be cool, because the RevenNova, which is in green, maybe would benefit a little bit a different color tone. I don't know what, but we'll go with this for now. Here's what it looks like, and it comes with the same weapon setup that's on the RevenNova. Alright, so first up we have the detail of the, that has to be the head, feet, chest area. That must be part of the arm assembly. And it's a nice color tone of sand yellow and a brown color. These are the parts of the frame. This is of course reminiscent to the waist unit from the other kit, I remember. Same chest area. So basically I'm almost building the same kit. Just cosmetically, there are certain areas that are different. I know this has to be part of the hands. This is probably under the arms. We have the weaponry, and then we have the other part of the arm. Here's the arm as well. Okay. Then we have the brown color tones and a red eye. Red eye. Nice. Let's put this in here. I don't know if any of you guys have your hands on this kit as well. I've already built it. Let's look at the manual. We go to here. Here we go. So, page 1 is the body unit. Again, similar to that on the RevenNova, except it has a different type of head tone. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. So you have the back cover part that goes behind the head, but then the front plate connects the head unit. So, oh, interesting. So I guess the head cannot be turned. That's kind of weird. Well, the head is, as you can see here, the head is near the collar. So I highly doubt you can turn it unless you decide to cut that out and put something under it to extend the height and then make it turn left and right. But okay, I guess this is how it is. Then we have the familiar shoulder part from the other kit, but you have the thruster part that you can add here. You also have the assembly of the arms. Very long arms. And then waist unit is identical, except it has an extra armored plating on the side. And then we have the legs. Hold on a second. Then your final assembly right there, and then the gun. And then if you look here, you can mimic this type of setup if you have the RevenNova, which I do have. Weird how they can do this, you know, these weird crappy things. Yeah, I'm going to try that because I have the RevenNova nearby. But I also will try the other parts as well. Let's review that part. So we have a very big backpack here. It's not a small one considering how small these kits are. The weapon right here. As I was looking at this online, and I was looking at the pictures, this you could use or turn as like mines, so you can attach one against the other, and then you can use it to throw mines at a mech, similar to that on the Kemper. So I guess if you buy more than these, like maybe 5 or 6, well, that's a little too much. But considering how cheap this is, and later on it'll get cheaper, you can buy a lot of these plates and then just go to town with it. This can be great as armored plating over an extra part. So that's actually a really neat idea. I like the missiles though. You do get 2, right? Let's find out. So yeah, you do get 2 because you also get this one because the actual what do you call it? The backpack has like shells to stick in stuff. And then you have so this is add-on parts to extend your kit, to extend other parts on it. Cool idea to put it on this because I noticed that the last time they did add-on attachments was on the Spinato, on the first Spinato that came out. That had that was like the samurai type Spinato. I don't remember what variant it was, but with that, it came with extra add-on parts so you could put it on and then extend, parts on the kit, which was a great idea because there's so many holes on these kits, so you can, you know, add attachments left and right. And it doesn't have to be 30-minute missions. It could be other kits. Let me look at this one. So here's the assembly, the color part. This is considered a... Oh, you have two weaponry here. So you have... You could assemble it in this way, or you could assemble it in this way, and then you could put it together and turn it either to a rifle or a bazooka type weaponry. Neat, very neat. You also have these weird collar connections, so you can extend the hand out. Maybe it's... we'll have to test that out. There's the missiles, there's the plating that I mentioned, which you do have. I don't know if you have more than one of these. You can use it to like grab it and, you know, like you see right there. And that same one you could use with the suitcase, which is weird. You have these parts to turn to make a thruster backpack, similar to that on the Zaku 2. Then we have the backpack assembly. That's pretty neat. And then of course the gun can be foldable and you could stick them in there if you like. It's interesting. Very interesting. And you could put away stuff and things like that. And then here are the joint parts that they refer to. Alright. This is going to be a very, very neat build. I can't wait to work on these, you know. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. And again, help me support the channel. Go to Gundam Planet. It's on my site. Send it to you guys there. But let me stop talking and let me start building high-grade Gardonova Brown and option part set 8 multi-backpack. Okay, so we're going to begin reviewing and building all the parts that will make up the option part set number 8, the multi-backpack parts. And there are a lot of neat features here that we're going to explore. We're going to begin with the rifle. So we have two parts here to go like that. And it actually is in this position, and then you have one of the one of the handles that goes right there, which it snaps into place like so, and you can flip it up like that inside and then take it out to expose it. So that's done. Then we have this one that's more of a refined look to it, of a front type weapon. And then we have another grip here that actually goes side to side, and to complement it, it also has a front part barrel right there. I've noticed lately that a lot of the option parts can be a little loose, and that is of course because of its multifunction capability. So you may want to look into the possibility of gluing them if you want it to be nice and tight. I mean, clearly this is not a part that you're going to separate unless you're going to do some sort of weird customization. But here's the two weaponry right here. This could be like this on its own, which I don't think it would, but if you had the other attachment from the other gun set that I built a while back, you can add an extra, you know, it'll look like and this one could go here. Let me see if it can. Yeah, it can go there. Looks okay. But we're going to do this. And we have our weapon, which can be bent like that for storage. So that part is done. Let's keep this to the side. We have these parts that I mentioned before, which has attachments. One goes here for this, and can be used as like a mine of some sort. But I think you could see the possibility of using it as an armored plate, whether it's in the front or in the back, or depending on you want to do it. I'm going to put these on this one here, it's a little loosey here. Give me a second. Maybe. Doesn't feel like it goes in all the way. I didn't yank this, but I'll do this right here. As you can see, we have these two. Same thing here. The only difference is though that it's either one or the other, so I'm going to use the other one here for this, which can be armored plating or another weird suitcase, or who knows. And speaking of weird suitcases, here it is, which of course, once you put it on, you need these parts to put it on here. You don't have extras, you only get two, so you got to make a decision on which one to use. This can be a good item for like a backpack setup, or maybe a canister for a weapon. I could see the possibility of it being hooked up for this if it, you know, maybe like here or something, but you would have to find some sort of weird attachment. But it's good to have an option like this. You also have this one that goes where the hands are, which then has this, but not for that, of course. Yeah, you would need it for something like this here. Actually, you know what I'm talking about? I forgot about here. So we have these. So we got that, like right there. That could be a, you know, something like that. I don't know. Something to play with around. Again, it feels a little loose. I guess it will snap into place if you put it on the other kits, not meant for this. You also have, well, hold on, we're going a little halfway. Let's assemble the missiles. Which, okay, missiles are good. They look really nice. But it doesn't come with like a launching system or anything to put on for launching. You could probably put it on this. But it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. You would want it to be on something that will allow you to launch the missiles from, some sort of platform. Now the backpack. Backpack is pretty simple and straightforward. And you do have the part that goes there, and that goes here. And you have this that goes there. Ah, come on. Maybe, you know what, you can put these together and you don't have to snap them in. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So that's how it looks. This is in its closed configuration and its open configuration. And you have the two holes here that will definitely go in a backpack of any mechs. And speaking of backpacks, you also have these parts, which you need this that goes there, and then this one will go here, and then this one will go here. Then we have the two thruster bells. One goes here, and the other one goes there, which does this. These are great for backpacks, or this could be good for like something on the side. You know, whether in the leg area, shoulder. You know, could be a neat idea. And for this, we have the storage. So we have the two plates that can slide in right into place right there. Doesn't feel like it held in properly. Oh wait, you gotta keep it this way. And there are holes there, so it's meant to like attach parts that are sticking up, like extra nozzles, or those knife parts. And these guys can go right there. A little utility pouch. Can I put these guys in there? I could probably put them in there if I remove these out, or I can put this one there. Suitcase can not go in there. Let's see. Oh, this one came out. Nope, cannot go in there. But the plates can. Or you can put them in whatever configuration. There are parts here that is meant to hold things. Like, oh, you can actually take this and put that there. Alright. And then for the gun, you flip it around. Like so. Take off the barrel. I think I need to take off this one. And, oh. You can put it like that there, and slide him in there. You probably put that like that so that we can close it up like this. Seems neat, but I don't see like other things we could use with it. And then it will close up because there's a notch there. And then you have two parts here for this. Alright, these are all the parts that make up the suitcase. We can figure out what to do depending on your preferences, but we'll, obviously we're going to figure out with the other kit as well. And we'll introduce the RevenNova as well. But let's now move on to the Gardonova build and work from there and see how it looks.